Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So today we're gonna do a seated class. I know that I advertised it as S.E.A.T, S-E-A-T. Those of you who are taking that format with me before, you know that that is a memory heavy format for me to teach. So we are gonna do a seated class. We're just gonna do it in a way that allows me to flow a bit more as your teacher and just meet the needs of this moment. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more check of everybody, making sure we have sound. You can get out your seat, a chair, you can sit on your rebounder, that'll do nicely. And you can also, oh, thank you, Colleen. Yeah, betrayal sucks, you know, it sucks. And I think that anybody who tries to do it in the name of being grifty and, you know, basically a criminal, this is when karma hopefully will show up really well. All right, so I've got my chair. I've got a couple sets of weights. We're gonna do some upper and lower body. You may choose, I'm gonna give some options. We can do a few of these things standing, and you may choose to stand with me. And also if a chair is where you need to be today, then please select the chair and stay there, okay? Let's start seated. I'd like you to be on your sits bones at the front of the chair. Hopefully I'll be able to bring up some of your comments in a little bit, and I'll double check midway through. But for now, let's just be here together. Let's take our hands onto our thighs. And I'd like you to sit forward, perched at the front of the chair, simply so that you can feel your own ability to hold yourself up and support yourself today. And just think of your hands as being as heavy as your feet are in this moment. We'll lift your shoulders up to your ears just to feel that space kind of closing off a little bit. And then as you start to let the weight of your shoulder blades pull down, feel your head, the crown of your head, reach up to the sky. That's better. I needed to be on center. I'm gonna grasp tightly to some of the perfection aspects today because I need to be in a safe zone of control. Let's lift those shoulders up again, all the way to the ears and all the way down. I don't know if any of you follow the Enneagram, but there is a really good person out in the world, let's lift those shoulders up, called Suzanne Stabile. And there's a lot of insights. So I have just recently accepted my assignment as an Enneagram number 4. Let's lift the shoulders up one more time. And you know, it just feels like it's accurate. Want to be understood, want to share all the feelings, overshare sometimes. Let's take our hips and rock back. Take your hands to your knees, round your spine, and just feel a sense of stretch across your lower back, your mid back, your upper back. And then reach down through your sits bones, lift up through your chest, lift up through your eye gaze, and bring yourself into a little bit of a back bend. So this is our extension. This is where we're starting to try to feel all of the parts of our back, our bones, our muscles, lifting us up a little higher. And then we'll open them up. We'll create width across our back as we round back. You can think of reaching your knees into your hands. And then again, lifting up all the way to the top, big stretch through the chest. We'll go 2 more times, maybe an exhale, letting everything go, feeling everything wrap inwards towards your center. Sometimes front to back isn't possible, so we think of width, we think of stretching sidewards as we extend up, making the belly wide, and then as we come back, just feeling like, it's almost like you're just buttoning up a vest. You know, good old-fashioned 80s vests. I had some really stunners. Last one for the extension. We should let's bring vests back. I think that's a good idea. Come on into the center. Bring your arms down by the side, and then let's just reach your right arm down. Take your ear to your shoulder, stretching over. This is our lateral flexion. Coming back up through center, and then we'll go to the other side. Something I like to think about during lateral flexion is shortening and lengthening, almost like a pulley system. So as we go over to the right, the distance between your right rib cage and your right hips shortens, and the distance between your hip and your ribs on the left lengthens. So the pulley's going that way. Then we come back to center, We even it up. As we go to the other side, you start to feel that same pulley system in the opposite direction. So if it helps to do your hands like this, go for it. I'm gonna just do it for visual demonstration one more time each side. And then last one. If you're feeling particularly tight in any area today, let's think about breathing into the tension as if there was a balloon around that tension. We could just blow it up. Let's take our hands down by our side. We're gonna bring our left hand to our right knee and turn to the back of the chair. If you can hold on to the back of the chair, give yourself a little extra twist. Say a little hello to the morning commuters and come on back. So interesting. Let's go to the other side because I've been streaming since 2020, a little earlier than that. And you know, there was a time where there was absolutely no one on the train and you would just look back and see no heads, no folks, and now there's actually people peeking in, so we say hi. Let's turn one more time to the left. Good, and come back to center. All right, so for a moment, just to get our feet going, look down at your feet, make sure they're balanced and level, and I'd like you to put weight into the ball of your big toe, and do the best you can to leave your other toes just kind of slack, just relaxed. So imagine that from the ball of the foot to the heel, you could close the distance or shorten the distance. Those of you with a higher arch might have an easier time doing this. Those of you with a flatter foot might be very, very challenging. We're just gonna try a couple times. So the idea is that you just try to almost dome the arch of your foot by pulling your big toe to your heel, and you get a little muscle pop that happens in there. Again, it might be subtle, and then we relax. I have a hard time doing it without the rest of my toes getting involved, so you do the best you can. Again, just kind of dragging the ball of the big toe towards the heel as if you could shorten your arch. Try to feel a little muscle contraction there, and then let your foot get wider. Let's do it 2 more times. Shortening it in. It's like bending a spoon with your mind almost, you know? And then release. And again, shorten it in. Good, and release. Let's do one more time, shorten. And release. All right, lift your right heel up. When you do that, make sure your heel is in line with your second and third toes. Just practice that alignment. Some of us like to go in, some of us like to go way out. Let's try to find that alignment and then lower it down. Let's do the other side, lift and lower down. Lift the right heel and lower, lift the left heel and lower. Just getting a little ankle mobility. Good, lift. Let's do 4 more. Staying tall, of course, your shoulders are over your hips, rib cage is balanced over your pelvis, like it's kind of a top to a pot. Last one here. Good, now we're gonna flex our feet. So lift your foot as high as you can up off the ground and just little marches into the heel. Okay, side to side. Your toes are not touching the ground as much as you can manage, it's just your heels going down. We're working on the muscles of balance here, so if this feels very easy or subtle for you, aha, we have power, good. Yes, we'll get there. If it feels easy or subtle for you, just be patient. We're working on the muscles in the front of the shins, so I want you to try to pull your toes back even more, can you? Even more, yeah. Just sitting tall, you can hold on to your chair if you need to. A little march, and then we're gonna start to lift our arms up as we keep marching. So just reach your arms all the way up overhead. Big stretch up high to the sky. Good, and keep marching. Can you feel your shins yet? Some of you are gonna be like right away, yup, ouch, I don't like it. Some of you it's gonna take a little longer. Let's do it again. I've mentioned this before, but it's a little known fact that the muscles in front of your shins, your anterior tibialis, huge for balance. They help us with our ankle mobility and our knee flexion to a degree, and it helps us just, if we trip, it helps us navigate a fall a little better. So I want you to find those. Should we stop it now? Let's stop it now. Whoa, release, all right. Lift one heel, try to push forward in your shin here. If you can, tuck your toe under and press into the front of the arch. Sometimes that can help us a little bit as well. It's a little easier to do this in a chair. And then let's release. So tight. You can either lift your heel or you can press forward. Sometimes I feel like I'm single-handedly breaking what they call in theater the fourth wall, where, you know, the fourth wall is between you and the audience, and it's supposed to be all professional all the time up here and, you know, all awestruck in the audience. And when you break that fourth wall, you make a connection with the audience. It's kind of my favorite place to be, but it also, it shines a light on those fitness professionals who are faking that they don't get tight at all, right? Let's take our hands at the back of your chair. Again, you're gonna wanna be right up front. You can hold on or not. We're just gonna go out and in and in. Bring on all the popping hips, getting a little mobility. Our goal is to keep the chest facing front as we walk through the legs and just really work on opening the hips, opening the inner thigh as we do this. Good. All right. Keep going with this. I'm gonna bring you up on my screen so I can see all the things. Keep going out, in and in. Out and out, in and in. Out and out, in and in. Almost there. Good. Let's go for 4 and in and in. 3 and in and in. 2 and in and in. 1, we're gonna take these into jumping jacks. Just open, close, we go. Open and close, open and close. Try not to let your spine collapse. Think of sitting nice and tall. Good, if it's available to you, you can kind of work through your feet as you go side to side. If you're ready, let's lift the arms up and down, up and down. Keep going, up and down, up and down. Lift and lower, lift, here we are. Lift and lower, lift. 4 more, we go. Up and down, up and down, good. Lift. 4 left. 3, 2, and 1. Lift your arms all the way up, take them behind your head. Legs are strong together. We're gonna hinge at the hips, flat back forward as far as you can go, like so, and then come all the way up, press the head into the back of your hands. Little postural, so we hinge forward and we come all the way back up, yeah? Hinge forward and lift to center. Fold at your hips, all the way up, good. Hinge and lift, and hinge and lift. Keep your hands here, heel toe your feet about hip width distance apart. We're gonna start to do a stand to sit, sit to stand. Do what you can. If you're gonna stay seated, just keep doing your hinges, okay? So we're gonna go hinge forward. If you need your hands on the chair, use them to come all the way up. You can keep them behind your head. If you need to keep them at your shoulders, that's great as well. And then we're gonna go back down, bending our knees, trusting that the chair is there. There's that moment where we're not sure, right? Reach back to the hips. All right, let's do it again. So we hinge forward, pour the weight into your feet, come all the way up. We did this on the rebounder, yeah? Hinge, find it, lift, press into the back of your head, forward, push down to lift up, bend your knees, hinge at your hips, and sit nice and tall. Good, forward. It's nice to think about the role of the shoulder blades. It doesn't feel like they have a great role to play here, but they absolutely do. The more you can kind of draw your shoulder blades together, feel your chest reaching forward, whoops, the less you'll feel an extreme bend in your lower back. So it's gonna be there, that bend, but we don't wanna round and then kind of hoist ourselves up. We wanna feel that the back is helping us here. Good. How we doing? Reach and stand and hinge as you bend, upright. Using a little exhale as you press into those feet, lifting nice and tall, hinge to sit, come all the way back. We've got 4 more. Keep wrapping your underarms forward so you feel the width of your back. Even though you're feeling the width of your chest, you want nice support across the back. Not a lot of short necks. What's that, 2? Sometimes she gets so talkative she forgets to count. Good. Let's go one more. In and up. Good. All the way in. Bring your legs together, arms down, jumping jacks. A little fast, a little slow to begin, then we're gonna bring them up a little faster. Just lifting that heart rate a little. Are you ready to go fast? Here we go. Out and in, out and in. Yes, use your hands on the chair if you need to. That's it. Good, we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your feet hip width distance apart. Hinge, stand up all the way, arms out to a T. We're gonna march up and down, up and down. If you're seated, march in a seated position. Good. Lift and lower, lift and lower. We're gonna take the hands and cross it to the opposite knee. Touch it, down. Can you press your knee into your hand with a strong press? A good amount of pressure. Give me 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. All right, hands behind the head. Where are you? Is it there? Go ahead and come all the way down. Where are you? Ooh, we made it. Jumping jacks. Out and in, out and in. Keep going till our next song. Good. Gotta get on that beat. Out, in. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, 4 more counts. 1, hip width. Take your hands behind your head, hinge forward. Stand all the way up, arms out to the side. March and down, march and down. It's a balance and a march. Take that knee up to belly button height if you can. Deep crease in the hip, hand to opposite knee. Good. Reach and reach. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come behind the head. Let's hope we didn't move too far away from the chair. Is it there? Is it there? Is it there? Good. Lower all the way down. Give me a couple shoulder rolls. Up and back. Good. Back to go forward. That's it. Keep breathing. We're going to take our hands back to the chair, heels forward. Good. Just a little switching side to side. Now, let's make our foot in a more defined position than it is right now, okay? So if you're kind of not flexed, not pointed in your ankle, really pull those toes back, okay? 4, 3, 2. When we go out on 1, let's stay. 1, hold it there. We're gonna lift that leg up for 2 and down for 2. Push down into the chair. This is hip, this is quad, this is your knee support. Woo! Not easy. Don't worry about how high you get it. Yeah, this is like marching to the extreme. I know. Lift and lower. If you want to upgrade this experience, bring it out to the side. Good. Last one. Bring it down, bring it in. We're going to heel left and right. Left and right. It's keeping us warm, but it's also giving us a little bit of mobility for the knee. Good, let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the left one out. Hold it there. Lift and lower. Up and down. Good. And lift and lower. There comes that heat. And lift. If your arms want to go out, bring them out there. Sit up tall. Lift it and lower it. No creaks in your chair, Jenna. I can hear it. It's when I keep it lifted. Up and down. Good. For 4 and lower. Almost there, I know. 3. Excellent. 2. Last one. Up, lower, down. Lower your arms, palms face front. Let's just heel and heel. Just bicep curl. Heel and heel. Heel and heel. Good. We get on that next beat. beat. There it is. Good. We're gonna keep tapping those heels. You may or may not be feeling all things in your legs. Think a higher thought. When your pain gets into your muscles, and of course you know what I mean, endurance pain, not joint pain, not pain that makes you want to stop because it's dangerous. We don't go there. But sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, I'm hitting my limit. When it gets to that point, think a higher thought. Think about why it matters, okay? Right now the hip and quad work matters to me because I need to stand up for myself, you know? All right, we're gonna add on a little. So we're gonna go shoulders, reach, shoulders, down. I know, I just totally changed the game. Just keep your heels moving. Shoulders up, shoulders down. Those of you who've been here for a while, Tracy, Joy, if you're here, you know this is gonna go bad at some point. So just like enjoy the ride. You know I'm gonna lose the coordination. Shoulders down. Oh, here it is. It happened. Good. All right, can we try to bring us a little faster? So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't think about it. I'm not gonna talk. I know, just keep doing it. Do as best as you can. Good, good, give me 4 more. 4, 3, no thoughts. 2, 1, relax, roll the shoulders up. Roll them all the way down. Again, roll them up. Roll them all the way down. Roll them up. Roll them all the way down. Let's bring our legs out wide. We're gonna do a little more with that. Take your hands in. I want you to just punch and punch it side to side. All right. We're gonna do a little brain game like that one wasn't, right? It's a little different of thinker. Just keep your punches going. We're gonna keep moving. And I'm gonna ask you to think of the color of a certain object. Colleen, if your husband's with you, I want you guys to say it out loud. If you're in the room with your pets, tell your pets about it. Or just say it out loud to yourself. I'm sure somewhere in the cosmic universe I will hear it. 4. All right, so we're just keep punching, keep going across the chest. What is the color of a lemon? Simple one to start. You got it. What is the color of a peach? Also simple. The color of an orange. Oh, she's too easy. The color of a passion fruit. Good. The color of a watermelon. Multiple options. The color of a grape. Multiple options. The color of an apple. Also multiple options. The color of a blueberry. Simple one. The color of a gooseberry. The color of a nectarine. The color of a plum. How many fruits do we know? And technically a tomato is a fruit, I think, so the color of a tomato. Good, last one, good. Take it down, bring it all the way in. All right, last little coordination pattern, no colors. So I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do, but then we're just gonna zip it and try it. We start with the heels forward. It's a moderate pace. I got a squeaky chair today, sorry. All right, so when we do the heels, we're gonna go in and up, in and down. That's the second part, we've already done this. It's even if it's all going to pot, just keep moving. That doesn't matter. All right, but we're gonna add in a fist and open 2 times at the top. All right, so what it looks like is 1, 2, fist, open, shoulder, down. 1, 2, fist, open, shoulder, down. Okay, wipe the slate clean. Come back to just your heels. Only the heels. Only the heels. We'll get there. We add the arms in 4. 3, 2, 1, we go. Just the arms, just the arms. In and up, in and down. Okay, we're here. Not a lot of words happening, just keep going. We add the fist and open in 4. 3, 2, 1. We go up, fist open, shoulder down. 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 Up, awesome, fist, shoulder down. Up, fist, shoulder down. Up, fist and open, shoulder down. Last one. Fist and open, shoulder down. Swirl the wrists around. Good. Keep it going. You got it. Swirl them around. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Good. Shake it out. All right. Grab yourself a drink. We're coming up. Where are we? We're kind of at the halfway point, a little past the halfway point. We're going to be standing for the next one. But again, if you need to sit, I'll take my chair. I'll put it this way. If you do need to sit, then you're going to sit with your hips hinged, and we're going to do a row, either with your body weight or you can gather weights. And if you are using, actually, let's just do one arm if you're seated too, because we're going to do one arm and standing. My mistake. So if you're doing a standing row, you're going to choose a weight that is kind of on the medium side for you, unless you're working with anything that needs a little bit more consideration, of course. And we're still working on that. So what we're going to do is use the chair as a balance point. So we'll take our same arm as lifting leg and bring it forward into a forward lunge. The back leg reaches straight back, heel down, and we're gonna hinge forward with about as flat a back as you can get. So you wanna, if you can take your hand down to the base of the chair, awesome. If you need it up here, that's okay too. Just make sure that you're not rounded and you're on an angle. What we wanna practice here is a row that comes up towards the rib cage and then reaches straight down, as opposed to one that comes up to the shoulders. So it's not a bicep curl, it's from our back. We want to think of our shoulder blade coming across the spine and then reaching all the way down. All right, so let's set up. Chest is square towards the chair, parallel, same thing with hips. Take a deep breath in, feel your support from the center, and we pull all the way up for 2 to the ribs towards the hips and down for 2. It's gonna be slow and lovely. Good. Excellent. And reach. You got it. Pull it up and reach. Now, it's very tempting to rotate your spine in the direction that you're lifting. I wanna encourage you to not do that. Pull and reach. Good. Pull it up and reach. Can we get 4 more? I think we can. Take a break for a rep if you need to. 3 and reach and pull and stretch. Last one and up and reach it down. Very good. Let's take it, let's set up on the other side. Hopefully that felt okay. Take one leg forward, one leg back, weight into the opposite arm. We're squaring our chest off. And often you'll do this with the opposite arm, or the same arm as straight leg. We're just changing it up today. No big deal, still a row. Ready? We're gonna pull it up to the waist and all the way down. Waist / ribs. So these are really for the big muscles of your back. So if you're feeling small muscles like your neck, Pace's wrist, some of the smaller areas, you want to just reconnect to these places that feel like they might be a little bit more beneficial for you in terms of support. We're starting big muscle to small muscle today through our lifting. Good. Pull it up. Reach it down. 4 more. That's it. And at the top, we're gonna see if we can get a little squeeze. We're just making sure we're in the right place, yeah? If you move too fast, sometimes you miss it. One more, one more. Pull it up. Lower it all the way down. All right, have a seat. We're gonna take a wider stance here. If you're seated the entire time, you're gonna take that medium weight just to your chest. You're gonna lean forward without dropping it and come up. The idea is that you're leaning forward as if you could stand. If you are standing with me, we're gonna lean forward firstly. We're gonna come all the way up, and then our goal is going to be to tap the seat with our seat itself. So we'll take kind of 2 counts down, I believe. So like 2, and then up. Just like that. If you're ready, join up, join in. So I'm thinking, I have a tendency to just kind of flatten my upper back. So I'm thinking about keeping that chest lifted to the weight, trying to really work from my legs. Yes. Again, stand up for yourself. Boom. Little 80s rock coming in. Little anthem, squatting. Good, one more, one more. Excellent. All the way up. All right, let's stay in standing. Let's take that medium weight down. You always have the option to sit and to change the weight. Just wanna do a little hammer curl up to the chest and then lower all the way down. So shoulders back, chest open. Let's go up and down. Good. Lift and lower. Nice work. So I'm working with 15 pounds. It's a good weight for my body. We want to be working with weights that if you're rehabbing an injury or a weakness, you want to be working with a weight that encourages your function, where you can feel what you're supposed to be working or what you're after. If you're working on building strength, you want to be working with a weight that challenges you at the end of the set. So not so much for our purposes in this class, where you can't lift it anymore, but towards the last 3 where it's getting pretty hard to lift it. So we've got, here comes for our last 4. So you can kind of feel it, like you kind of want to stop. But if you're working for endurance, you're doing a lot of repetitions. So we're doing kind of a cross section of strength and endurance. Last one, good, all right. So for me, good first set weight, I can tell. Really good for the rows today. I'm gonna up my weight for the next one for our squats and for our bicep curls, okay? I will invite you to do the same. If that's appropriate, let's just take a moment and get ready for our second round of rows, okay? So take that foot forward, one back, reach the arm down. Maybe you can come a little lower this time. Let's see, I'm gonna try it. All right, we wanna square those hips down, have a nice long flat back. When you're ready, lift it up, lower down. Good. Lift and lower and lift. Find a little squeeze and lower, good. For those of you who read my weekly email, you probably saw I did a little tribute to my tornado-versary, which was in 2020. My son and I got stuck in a tornado and our car almost got hit by a tree. It was really traumatic. It's a long story, but last night we had tornadoes too. And it was just like, those tornadoes, why are they coming to Chicago? I know we're Midwest, here's our last one. But you know what? Everybody in Chicago says tornadoes can't hit Chicago because of the buildings. And I used to say that too. Not true. We had what's called the derecho, which is kind of like a bigger storm, like a big tidal wave of a storm. All right, ready, set, let's go. Up and down. The beat for this music is a little different, so stay on pace with one that's gonna allow you to feel that back. Good. There we go. Pull it up, reach it down. Here's our last 4. 4, 3, 2, and last one. All right, I know at the end I couldn't have done many more. I was right in the challenge. That lets me know that that weight is good for me today. However, I'm gonna upgrade with the next one. So again, we'll start seated. You're hinging if you're seated. I'm already regretting my choice. Take it to your chest. Ready, set, go. We go up and down. Lift and chest stays up. Nice work, everybody. Just concentrate on the experience you're having with your squat. I know that sounds a little airy-fairy, but honestly, how can you make it more fun at this point? Is it faster? Is it slower? Woo! What's talking to you? What's supporting you? Almost there, everybody. Here's our last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. That's sweat coming into my eyelashes. All right, ready for that bicep curl? Last round, best round. Roll those shoulders back. Here we go. Up and down. We are feeling it. We've mobilized. We've done some good things. Of course, you can do this seated. Don't discount the seated work. It counts. You count. We are counting it. Good. Keep it going, keep it going. Almost there, everybody. It's the right weight this time. 4 left. 3, 2, last one. Oh, and it's there. All right. My friends, where are we? Just about there. Just about there. Let's come back to a seated position. Facing the front. Grab a quick drink if you need it. Again, find yourself perched. Let's take those arms out, and then let's take a little bit of a self-hug. So go left arm over right, right arm over left. Just hold on to wherever you can reach. Press your elbows forward towards me. Feeling a stretch between the shoulder blades. And then if you want a little extra, you can drop your chin gently down towards your throat. Elbows reaching forward, chin dropping down, stretching across the back of the shoulders and your neck. Good. Gently come out of that. Let's open up. Let's open our chest, and then we'll take the other arm on top. Probably the awkward one. Elbows press forward. Chin drops down if you need it. Good. Release all the way down. Good. Bring one across. Hook the other arm around your forearm. If you can get up higher, go for it. And just kind of pull towards so you can stretch the outside of your arm, your deltoid, your triceps. Good. And then with the same right arm, bring it up, bring it either behind your head or to touch just the nape of your neck. Reach to the other arm, or reach the other hand to the elbow and just give it a tug. Think about sitting as tall as you can. Release. Bringing the left arm in front, hook where you can, and just press your hand back, bring it across the chest. Good work. Good, open it up, bring it up, touching down towards the nape of the neck, Take hold of the elbow and try not to let your head go too far forward. Stay seated upright. I'm more pulling my elbow up rather than over so I can get that nice lifted stretch on the side. And I have some hypermobile shoulders, so just do the best you can. Good, release all the way down. We're gonna go ahead and take the right heel forward and then hold on to either your leg or the chair with your right arm. Bring your left hand up and flex your right toes back and just reach as far forward. If you touch your thigh, great. Knee, awesome. Toes, great. All of it counts. Reach forward, a little twist. So we're gonna just slowly build the spine up. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Reach forward, fold at your hips, take it down there. Stay here for 8, 7, keep breathing. Can you find a little deeper? Lift it up again, breathe, open it up, sit up tall and fold. Breathe. One more time like this, big breath in, fill up your lungs, lift. Fold it over. Staying here. Release your toes, bend that knee back in, sit up tall, roll those shoulders back, feel weighted on both sits bones, bring your other leg forward, reach it up, reach it forward. Find that stretch wherever it is for you. Here we go, big breath in, lift it up. Exhale fully, breathe out. Stay here, keep breathing. 4, 3, twice more through the whole series. Lift, fill up your lungs, and then empty. Stay right here. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lift, go over. Deepen as much as you can. Good, let's slide that foot back in, roll up through the spine. We're gonna widen our feet out to the side. Take your forearms towards your thighs above your knees and just lean forward in your hinge. Don't fall off your chair, of course, but use your arms to press your knees back. Again, range of motion is not the goal here. Dancer, trained for many years, hypermobile. I don't feel a stretch until I'm out in bigger ranges. And so I'm going to where I feel the stretch, which is exactly what you should be doing. Go in the range where you feel the stretch. I appreciate the concept of the mirror and those things, but I also worry that when people are working out and trying to look like a form that's on the other side of the mirror, it's not their form. Your form is your form, right? So wherever you feel that stretch is where you want to be. Keep your right hand there, reach it down, and then stretch your left hand up and just enjoy that big, long side stretch. Good. Now we're gonna pretend like our arms are big alligator jaws. Keep your arm connected as best you can towards your leg, and then just round your spine to close the mouth. And then open your chest to open the mouth as wide as you can. And round it over. Roar. And open it up. And one more time, round it over. And a big opening, and then bend this left elbow to help you come all the way back up. Let's go to the other side. So that elbow is there. Reaching, stretching, breathing into that side bend. Good, let's round it over. And open it up. And round it over. And open it up. This one's harder to close. One more time, round it over. Stretch, there it is. And open it up and then bend it to come all the way back in. Good, come back to center. Options, if you want to do another round of your weight after class, go for it. If you need more stretches, you can always find one of the Stretch and Mobilize classes that's available to you. Let's take our arms out, or use them on the chair if you need to. We're gonna stand together in 3, 2, and 1, lifting all the way up to the top. And then just let your arms come all the way down. Let's take a moment to acknowledge why the movement mattered to us today. Maybe it gave you a little more accessibility to some of the exercises that you might not get to do or get to do with as much confidence, having the chair underneath you. Just take a second to acknowledge why it mattered to you today, as we always do. And then I want to invite you all, if you are interested in more programming, you want to support my work, there it is, it worked. You can always visit any of the links that are down in the episode notes. There's a link to a page on my website that has support options where you can buy me a coffee or you can get a program or any of the other things to help keep the support going through all of the workouts and each week through all of the classes. But regardless, I appreciate you showing up, and your presence here is truly a gift to me each week. I show up for you because I know you're going to be here, and you don't know how much I needed it today. So big, big thank you. I will see you next Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to come over to the chat in just a sec, so let me know how you're feeling, questions, comments, love. I'm here for all of it. See you soon.